Seriously, McMahon? Seriously, what? It's a Seiko tuna. I almost sold it, but decided not to. I decided to put it on a super engineer, and the super engineer really gives a lot of pizzazz. And ever since I've done this, I'm stopped everywhere I go, and people are just, they're so razzle-dazzled by this watch and the man who chose this watch that they want to build me a city. They want to build me a city in Antelope, Oregon. They want to give me a white robe, all because of the Seiko tuna. They want to give me a white robe, and they want me to do lectures every day and teach them how to be enlightened like I am. They want to be free like I am. They want to be unchained from their self-destruction. They're just going to build me a city up in Antelope, Oregon. No big deal. Though the local townspeople, they're a little upset. Who is this man with the Seiko tuna? Who is this man helping all these people become free? Well, that's not really what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about freedom, though. I do want to talk about freedom. I developed a YouTube channel a few years ago, and most of the traffic is about watch obsession. And I've gotten to know a lot of watch obsessives, dozens and dozens of them. And they all tell me a similar story. They all tell me that they live in prison, that their watch obsession isn't about love, it's not about joy, it's not about passion, it's about imprisonment, it's about obsession, and it's about addiction, and they really want out really bad. And of course they come to me for this. McMahon, I'm sick of wearing 9 different watches every day. I go to work, I bring like 5 watches to work. I'm doing watch switches every hour and a half at work. What the heck is that all about? Why am I going to bed, McMahon, with a watch on my wrist? What am I, an adult male with a teddy bear situation going on? McMahon, I'm so sick of the economic infidelity I'm committing against my wife. You know how guilty I feel spending all this money on watches and being sneaky, getting my little FedEx package behind my wife's back. I can't go on like this, McMahon. It's driving me crazy. McMahon, I'm sick of having these big collections, these unruly, unmanageable collections, which are obviously a reflection of the emotional dumpster fire that's in me. And then I work my you-know-what off to get the collection back down, and I feel good, but then the collection just goes back to where it was again. I can't get out. I can't get out of this prison. McMahon, sometimes I have nightmares that someone stole my watches, and I get up at 2 a.m. and I run to my office. And I'm looking at my watch box. I'm like this sweaty little slimy creature with bulging eyes. I'm like Gollum from Lord of the Rings looking at my watch box, my little precious watches. And McMahon, I know I'm in prison. McMahon, it's not just prison. I'm in solitary confinement. McMahon, I'm tired of buying a Holy Grail, thinking it's going to cure me of my disease. But the disease rages on, McMahon. Is there any hope for me, McMahon? Look at you, McMahon. You lost 40 pounds. There's hope for you. You've changed. You've gone through a metamorphosis. Is there hope for me, McMahon? Can I get out of watch prison? And I find that question fascinating because I really do see watch obsessives as sort of living out the Shawshank Redemption. And you know, there's a scene where Morgan Freeman says, hope is a dangerous thing. It will drive you insane. And some of my watch obsessive friends will tell me that. I'm not going to hope for any change. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get out of my watch prison. This is who I am. There's nothing I can do about it. I've been in my solitary confinement for so long. McMahon, this is all I know. This is it, man. This is where I am. I saw Johnny Casual get out. I've seen other people get out of the obsession. I've seen them get out of their prison and never come back. I don't know how they do it, man, but that's just not me. Here's another thing watch obsessives tell me. It's right out of Shawshank Redemption. McMahon, even if I walked out of my watch prison, there's just some other prison waiting for me. I'll become addicted to knives or radios or double-edged vintage razors or fast cars or whatever the case may be. There's just some other prison waiting for me. And so I started thinking, is that true? And you know, you can be a watch obsessive, you can be a watch passionate person and not be in prison. It's kind of a state of mind. And here's what I want to talk about today. I received an email 3 days ago from my friend Ted. Ted, like me, has a passion for watches. Ted is the executive chef of SpaceX, and he has 27 watches, last I heard, 27. And he told me, I like owning them. Doesn't give me a problem at all. I like to have them. And he sent me an email 3 days ago, and he's doing a bike ride in about a week or two. He's going to be riding his bike 300 miles over 3 days to help hungry children. He wanted some money from me, and of course I happily gave him some money. I support his cause. And it's called the Chef's Cycle for No Kids Hungry 2018 bike ride. And so I started thinking about Ted. He's so different than I am. The dude is helping people on this bike ride. I'm so impressed with that. I mean, I got a couple mentorships at my college that I do, and that's great that I do that. I don't think it essentially changes my obsessive ways. But I'm proud of Ted. He is someone who's too busy just doing what he does in life. He's too busy living to be, what's that line on the Shawshank Redemption? Get busy living or get busy dying. He's too busy and he's too involved with helping the community. I'm very proud of him for doing this bike ride. To engage in the navel gazing of being in the prison of his watch passion. And so yeah, I support Ted. Ted, I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm glad you sent me that email, and because it really made me think about what we have to do as people with our passions. Probably for those of us who live in watch prison, we need to take a break. We need to put it in perspective. And well, I'm not going to be riding a bike for 300 miles, but I will support you in your campaign. And now I think I'm going to go watch the Shawshank Redemption. It's been a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out.